So today, we actually have a video that I actually wanted to react to called Why Roblox Games Are Failing. This video is by BLK Yonko. I know BLK Yonko has actually made a few videos like Roblox 2024 so far, you know, reviewing the year of Roblox anime. He's got some good videos. But today I wanted to react to this one and see what bro is actually talking about over here.
A lot of Roblox games have released this year, and some of them being decent but doing terrible on.
Look at these games. We got Devils of Creation. I don't even know what this is. RR.
The platform.
Devils of Creation was I thought it was a good game for the 2 weeks you played it. I think it was 2 weeks. I think it was a good game. It just, it didn't last. I know a lot of people had their, you know, they felt their own way about the game, but me personally, I thought it was a good game.
And the fact that these are the games that I'm calling decent in 2024 out of all the games that we've gotten, it really shows you what's been going on this entire year. And some of the games being terrible and doing
ERG, I don't know what that is as well. Fruit C's, I'm not surprised if that does bad.
Terrible on the platform. So what is the real reason behind why these games are doing how they do? Now to start us off, we have to talk about the most basic reason why plenty of games this year are failing, and that is the content inside of the game. Now, I could be talking about the lack of content because a good example is Devas. I still don't know how to pronounce it. But this game was lacking so much content, and the content that there was, sure, it was open world and you could explore, I guess, here and there. But the game was just mad easy overall.
Hey, look, it's me. It says SageZ_YT. That's my crew, right, Jins?
I'm going to be so real. I only played the tutorial, so I'm going on the videos I watched and what other people have told me. But,
bro, stop the tutorial. Okay, so I think the game actually, me personally, and I knew this. I already knew it going into the game that, first of all, when I hopped in the game, it felt detailed to me. It felt like what was in the game was different from the other games. Like, it felt finished. Like, when we hopped in the game, it felt like a finished product. Everything seemed high quality to me. There were NPCs walking around the entire map, mounts. Just, it felt really lively. The quest was, you know, it was a cool little story thing. There was different things you could do within the quest, like chop down trees, find stones, kill NPCs, go to search for something. There was a lot of different variety of quests, and I thought that was good, but I knew that the content would stop somewhere. The game was way too high quality. It was way too well made, bro. I knew that, and it had story. So I knew that once we get to the end of the story, which I'm sure didn't last too long. There's only one island, and we all knew that there was only one island, so the story couldn't have been that long. But once we get to that point, that's it. There's nothing else to do. That's it. But up until we finished the story, I thought it was good. I thought it was good. Even now, I don't think there was too much updates for Devas. I feel like this game is a difficult game to update, but regardless, yeah, after you beat the story, not really any content.
Judging by the player count, we can see that.
Oh, wait, hold on. First of all, why is my video quality so low? Let's put that up. Bro used my emote. Let's go back real quick. We can't miss that.
What other people have told me, but judging by the player,
that's my emote right there. That's my emote. Don't use it.
Count, we can see that this is true. The game dropped. I think it peaked at 70K, 50K, 20K.
Yeah,
I don't know. I know it was above 30K or something like that because I checked. I didn't play it until literally yesterday, but still, as I'm recording.
You didn't play it till literally yesterday, bro. Are you? I mean, see, I wouldn't get past the tutorial too if I knew no one was playing the game. That's just me personally. I don't like to play games if it's dead. I know some people. I know you know who you are. I know some people who be playing dead games, bro. Like, why? If the game is dead, how do you find that fun? Especially if it's an MMO type game like Devils of Creation.
Recording this junk is only sitting at a couple hundred players, so y'all can clearly see that something in this game didn't go according to the plan. But a lot of games that we've been seeing this year, and to be more specific, I'm talking about RPG games, because obviously a Battlegrounds is going to have the same content as every other Battlegrounds, tower defense, yada yada yada, etc. But for RPG specifically, a lot of them this year have just been bandit beaters. Sure, you got Type Soul, the re-release of that. You do bandit beat for a little, you kill the hollows, NPCs, all that, then you PvP. But the Type Soul progression was so quick, it's like it was nothing there. It didn't feel immersive. It just felt like a chore doing all that junk. I wasn't having fun progressing. Maybe during the PvP part, I guess, because I was jumping people. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, is Type Soul on this list? In terms of this year, Type Soul was probably one of the better games. Now, me personally, I'll be honest with y'all, I was actually sick and tired of Type Soul, bro. I didn't want it to release, and I wanted it to die ASAP. But the game was doing really well for a long time. The re-release, I'm pretty sure, was even bigger than the release, and that was big. So type so, then every game is gonna eventually fall off, except for Blox Fruits. But yeah, no, I wouldn't. Hey,
one of that, but that was more so fun than 1v1s. And I'm not gonna say I jumped because I had no skill. I won a few once. I mainly lost, but the jumping was fun. But like I said before, a lot of games were just lacking content, and I could go on and on about this, because if you saw what happened to Realm Rampage, it released with around 100,000 plus players. Now it's only sitting at literally like 1,000, 2,000, maybe 3,000 on it.
I don't want to pause too much, but yeah, one of the biggest things with all of these games is a lack of content. Like, all of these games release with just so little bit of content. But I mean, honestly, he's just saying lack of content in this video so far. But like, most of the games are they're just bad, bro. It's not even just lack of content. It's just bad. Like, a lot of these games, it's like they just don't care to release a good game anymore. It's like they don't, I don't know, bro. Like, we've gotten the same type of game 100 different times. All they did was change how it looks visually, I guess, maybe a little bit.
Good day, because a game just doesn't get updates. The developers just don't work on the game. I genuinely don't know what's going on with that. But moving on to another reason why plenty of games have been failing this year is due to the quality of the game itself. And now this is controversial to say, because there's some terrible quality games that have been blowing up this year.
Okay,
and there's
fair.
terrible quality games that have also been doing terrible this year. Now, to bring up some receipts, back in August we got a game named Anime Card Battle, and I don't know why I'm saying we, because me personally, I did not participate in playing this game. I did open it to get a little bit of background footage for y'all, but that is all I have done. My boy Yami was telling me this game was peak. This game is not peak. Now, when I say low quality that blew up, you may see the player count now and be like, yo, this game did not blow up. This game is dead. It had around a 50K player peak. To my knowledge, that's the most I've seen it. It could have had more. I didn't take a screenshot, but the entire game was literally just AI. All of the art in the game was AI. If the UI could have been made by AI, it probably was made by AI. If the code could have been made by AI, I'm pretty sure the code was made by AI. This game was literally just RNG, but with AI elements. You had to spin for random cards, and sure, yay, RNG gambling, woohoo, this card's better than this card. Then you take those cards.
I want to see him talk about a game I actually know.
Battle for you.
I don't really care about this card game. I want to see him talk about a game I actually am familiar with in some type of way, shape, or form, bro. Game looks like it's gonna be bad anyway, so it looked like it would have been bad.
I don't really care if you play this game. If you like it, bro, you like it. That's what you like. But to be completely honest, on that topic of quality, I don't really have to go into any more discussion. There's plenty of games such as SFT, a game that absolutely catfished us. We thought this game, and by we, I mean yes, all of us. We, you, me, the person watching this video, the person sitting next to you, your mother.
Not me. Never heard of it.
Was gonna be peak. I'm lying, we didn't all think that. But a lot of people thought this game would be amazing, the best thing to hit Roblox. They thought it was gonna be a crazy game. Even one of my boys was hyping it up. I'm not gonna name drop right now, but you know who you are and you should feel ashamed. SFT absolutely catfished us.
Hey bro, you just gonna allow that? He called you out. What you gonna do about it?
Battlegrounds, we were like, oh, a Battlegrounds game with parrying. This game looks tough. This game's gonna be fun. This game was not fun. The game was booty. Then they died. They tried to come back and copy Jujutsu Shenanigans. And listen, they didn't try to copy Jujutsu Shenanigans by adding structure damage, because Jujutsu Shenanigans did not create structure damage, but they made it popular again on Roblox. I'm sure there's games that did it before them on Roblox.
I want to know something crazy. I know a lot of y'all probably not gonna agree with this. I played Jujutsu Shenanigans, and I don't like Battleground games, but I actually thought it was a pretty good game. I thought it was pretty fun. When I played it, I didn't get bored. I thought it was pretty good, which is strange because I don't like Battleground games.
But they brought it back, and we've seen that in a lot of games that have been dropping. But they tried to copy that aspect, and it still didn't work out. And there's just countless games.
Hey, screw Battleground games, bro. Let them die.
Bad quality and that have flopped. Well, you're seeing why they
not my type of game.
They're bad quality. But like I mentioned before, bad quality games can do well. So what really does?
We know that.
Really does bad?
We know that. Oh, it's almost annoying. So many good quality games on. Okay, I won't say so many actually. A lot of good Roblox games out there that don't have a lot of players, but then all of the bad games, or the worst version of the games, do really well. Battlegrounds games that are a pretty simple concept do really well. I know Blox Fruits is a big game. I know a lot of people would say Blox Fruits is a well-made game or whatever, but in my opinion, if you compare it to a game like Grand Peace Online or even Rel C's when that releases, and when Rel C's releases, I'll be so real with you, it's going to be a better game, more well-made than Blox Fruits. Let's be real. You already know that none of these games have done better than Blox Fruits or will do better than Blox Fruits. I don't know. Y'all could type some random games in the comments down below. There's a lot of poorly made Roblox games that do really well. He said this at the beginning of the video, but then the games that do or are well made, not so much. Amen. That's Roblox.
On Roblox at this point, bro, I'm having a crisis. I'm going insane. But to move on and close this video out, there's definitely plenty of other reasons, but this one is one of the biggest reasons, and I don't know how y'all aren't seeing it. We have creativity. Now, some of y'all
this is a good
smart,
one.
You know what I'm
this
saying?
Is a good one.
I'm calling anybody dumb, I swear. I definitely swear. But some of y'all are a little more elevated than others, and you see that a lot of the games that have been dropping are the exact same as past games that we've been getting. But some of y'all are just like, oh, I already liked the genre before, so I'm gonna continue playing. Now listen, when speaking about this, I have to talk as neutral as possible, but we're gonna talk about tower defenses. I'm gonna dip my toes into the water a little
tower
bit.
defense. We're going into the tower defense, man. Tower defense, man.
That sounds so freaky. I don't know why I said that. But Anime Defenders was a game that released, I don't know when, I don't care when, but it was averaging at least 200,000 plus. Now you can see that the game is sitting at around 20,000. Now. Move to Anime Vanguards, another game that released with like 200, 300,000 plus. The game is sitting at 18,000.
Oh, wow.
Now, if I'm gonna be
sitting at 18,000? I didn't even peep it. Anime Vanguards? Hey, the game actually kind of fell off, man. I didn't.
To be honest, I do possibly know the reason for this, but can you tell me the difference between Anime Defenders and Anime Vanguards? Because if you know me personally, I'm not a huge fan of TDs, but I have played both of these games, and it was like playing the same
thing.
Exact game. Anime Adventures was the same. All-Star Tower Defense is the same. Anime Last Stand is the same. Literally every tower defense game, anime version at least on Roblox, is the same. Now people will always tell me that there's different ones. I think it's called Ultimate Tower Defense or TDX. I don't even know. Balloons.
Okay, so I think Anime Adventures, I haven't really played anime or any tower defense. I actually did play a little bit of Anime Adventures, not enough to really like know how much content there is in the game, but based off of kind of what I've seen, what I've heard for sure, Anime Adventures, what's different is it has a ton of content compared to Anime Vanguards or other tower defense games. That game has a ton of content. Aside from that, I don't really know what's different. I don't know if they have different events. I don't know. I do know that they have more characters in Anime Adventures that I would actually have wanted to see in the game. There's that, but other than that, they're like the same thing, bro. Right? I don't know.
I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point, but every anime tower defense game that I have played is the exact same as the other one, and they all seem to do so well, but currently, it doesn't look like they're doing too hot. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Now, tower defenses aren't the only thing I'm coming at right now. I personally play Battlegrounds time to time, Jujutsu Shenanigans, and I played a little bit of Realm Rampage when it was still hyped up. But every other Battlegrounds pushing Jujutsu Shenanigans and Realm Rampage out the mix. You have Ultimate Battlegrounds, you have Key Battlegrounds, Z Battlegrounds, Heroes Battlegrounds. Heroes Battlegrounds is a little different. I'll let it slide today, but I'll catch you next time. And you have Sorcery, whatever Battleground. I don't know the JJK
that's
one.
That's
all
not
those Battlegrounds I named, besides Heroes, I'll push that out the equation. They're all the same. They're literally all the same. Obviously, the strongest gets an exception because it's the strongest. It's the one that inspired the wave. I'll let Heroes get an exception, like I said, because it feels different than the other ones. And Jujutsu Shenanigans, Structure Damage, you know I'm going to throw that in there every time. I know y'all are sick of it, but I'm going to continue saying it. And Realm Rampage is in the same boat as Jujutsu Shenanigans. But every other Battlegrounds is the exact same thing.
This is what I'm talking about in terms of like, y'all gonna say, man, I'm glazing Rel Cs. Oh, Sage, you can't go a single video without mentioning Rel Cs. But like, it's just a point to make, bro, all the time. So first of all, no glaze. But this is what I'm talking about. Like over the past few years, we haven't gotten any games that actually seem to try to actually improve the platform, to actually move the platform forward, make something better than the last game. It seems like they're just putting the game out there just for the sake of putting it out there. They're not trying to actually make something different, not trying to be creative. So I guess you could say it doesn't even feel like they actually really care to make a game. They don't care. It's not a passion. It's just kind of for the money, which sure, I guess, but it sucks for us. It sucks for us. Because, for example, RLCs, it's clearly trying to make a better game. They're clearly motivated and want to put something out that hasn't been done before on Roblox. Not even just for a One Piece game, for a game in general. You got all of these things that pop up, like, you know, all of these things like fishing or cooking, a lot of things that are in other Roblox games, but not all in one, and then not well made the way it is in RLCs. Delayed their game 100 different times, and that's because they actually want to put out a good game. When you look at the Rail Brothers and how they treat this game, you could clearly tell that they're at least trying. Other games, they just kinda, and we get this, content creators get this in our DMs. Oh, can you test our game? Cool. It's releasing next week. The game is cooked. And that's a lot of these games on the platform. It's the same thing. And we've gotten used to it, but that's not how it's supposed to be, bro. We should actually be getting a lot of unique, creative games on the platform where people are actually trying to do something that they haven't seen on the platform before. Has it been done? Or if it has been done as good as this? But they're not doing that. And it doesn't even seem like they care to do that, which is why it's annoying, but yeah.
With different anime characters, so if you like the other anime more, I could see why you would rock with that more. But still, let that sink in, bro. Let that sink in. But moving right along, another reason that plenty of games have been failing or falling off, like the games I mentioned before, Realm Rampage, Anime Vanguard, Anime Defender, they still get good players. They're still making bank from those players.
Yep, but they definitely are.
It's because of the lack of creativity. A lot of games this year have been the exact same as games we've gotten last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. We're getting nothing new. We're getting nothing.
He didn't even mention the My Hero Academia game. I don't know if he's going to mention it, but there's actually a lot of games he didn't mention in this video. But there was a My Hero Academia, not Heroes Ultimatum. It was a My Hero Academia game. You know what I'm talking about. That released not too long ago. That was pretty much the same thing as the first one, in like visuals and everything. And the first one released how many years ago? So many years ago. That's not, you can't release that in 2024, bro. That's a good example of what over the past 4 years has kind of been like, bro. That's what it is. Emblem Tales would have been something that would have been refreshing, something different. Whether it would have died or not, I don't know. But it seemed like they were trying something different. But that didn't release yet. All the games that we're actually looking forward to that will change the platform has not released yet. So up until now, yeah, we pretty much been getting all the bad games.
But people still want to play Roblox. I mean, you're not just gonna give up Roblox, so they're still playing these games. Me personally, I do AFK in some simulators now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of them. Just so it says.
Pocket Anime. Pocket Anime is a game that has not released, but when it does release, that's gonna be refreshing. We've gotten Pokemon games on the platform, but I mean, some of them were good too. But Tales of Tenario, no. I was not looking forward to that either. No. But this game, when we had the chance to play it, it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun. In my opinion, guys, my only issue with Pocket Anime, and shout out to Pocket Anime, shout out, but I kind of feel like that game is going to take long with updates. I'm pretty confident that, it might be fun when we hop on the game, but the updates are going to take pretty long. And so I think that will mostly be the downfall for that game, man. But hopefully not, but
I'm playing Roblox, but I haven't been doing that no more. If you have me added, you probably saw me on that swimming game. No more of that. No more of that. I gotta make a stand. I gotta stand up for something. But hopefully y'all did enjoy that video. Let me know if there's any other reasons. I'm sure I left.
Yeah, so that's about it. Yeah, y'all can let us know any other reasons. Now, I mean, I already said there's a lot of games that he didn't even mention in this video. 2024 was probably one of the worst. We was looking forward to Holy War X, RLCs, Pocket Anime to release this year. None of those games released this year. And I know Pocket Anime has not even gone into the second part of testing yet. I don't know when that game's gonna release, if ever. Shout out to Pocket Anime, no hate, but y'all guys are kind of gone radio silent. Of course, these games, if you want a good game, all these games that we'd be getting this year are trash for a reason. They just started making it a few months prior. RLC's Holy War X, Pocket Anime, they're taking their time with these games, and that's why when they come out, they're gonna be good. And so I made a video not too long ago why RLC's is so hype. This entire video that my boy over here just made is pretty much exactly why it's so hype, bro. We haven't gotten a game that devs actually care about in so long, let alone it's One Piece, bro. I mean, that's exciting. It's gonna do numbers, man. And it's by the Rail Brothers, who are pretty big creators. So, but yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this down in the comments below. But I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.